Well, here we go. We are wrapping up the first day of practice here at the Forrest Wood Cup. It is a stormy afternoon here in Columbia, South Carolina on Lake Murray. I got Jamie Horton standing with me. And Jamie, first of all, it was kind of hot today, so right now the current conditions, it feels pretty good, doesn't it?
And I tell you, it's nice. You know, we had one little storm come in about 3 o'clock and cool things off. You know, it was a little warm this morning, but for August, you know, it was pretty nice all day, really.
Which is good, because down here it could be like 110 degrees and sunny all day, every day. So I'll take this. Well, you're the first guy I've talked to. So what I want to know is what's going on with this pond right now.
Well, I think the pond's gonna fish okay. I mean, I don't think it's hard to kind of get mini bites. But you know, when you get a bite, it can be a 3 to 5 pounder. You know, so I didn't get many bites today, but I did catch some good ones. And they seem to still be some schooling fish and still a few fish shallow. I think they're gonna be just scattered all over the board, just whatever you want to commit to.
Okay. Well, I wanted to bring that up because over the last 2 cups we've had on Murray here, there's kind of a group of guys that go after them schooling fish, and there's a group of guys that go after the shallow fish. Did you sample both of those today, or did you check anything deep? I know there's a lot of brush piles and stuff that play as well. I
did some. You know, I predominantly just rather fish shallow, but I did start on some schooling fish this morning just to see if they were still schooling, and they aren't to the levels they was a month ago, but there is some still out there. Then I did fish a little bit of brush and run a bunch of shallow, just trying to see how much water I could cover too.
All right. Well, this is your second Forrest Wood Cup you're fishing, and this year we get 4 days of practice instead of 3. Have you thought about that at all? Does that change things for you at all?
Well, I was trying to remember if we got 4 days last year. You know, last year it was really hot up there. So this is pretty nice. You know, we said it was going to come in early today about 3, and something happened. I don't know, it just didn't make it back. Storm come in, kind of bunched us all up here at the ramp. But you know, my plan was to just take it a little bit lighter today since it is 4 days.
You don't want to get burned out right off the gate.
Yeah, I mean, it's not like you're going to just go out there and crush them. And it is a tough fight. I mean, you really got to work hard, cover a lot of water, you know. But the good thing about this lake, you don't need many bites to have a good string.
That's a good point. That's a good point. The final thing I want to leave you with is you're an Alabama fan, Roll Tide.
There you go, Roll Tide.
We're here, Clemson, not far down the road. Do you have any mixed feelings about being like kind of close to Clemson at this point in time?
Well, you know, it's kind of a win-win situation, you know. Our head coach didn't win a national championship, but our future head coach won a national championship, so it kind of works all in all. I heard something yesterday I never had heard before. I pulled up at the gas station to get some gas, and the guy come right out and says, "Man, what a pretty South Carolina boat you got." Never thought of it as South Carolina colors, you know.
Yeah, that's a good point.
I try to buy my boats, you know, Alabama colors every year, but no, that's good. I mean, we're proud of Dabo. He done a great job, you know. Clemson's won 2 national championships, one with Danny Ford and one with Dabo Swinney. Both of them played at Alabama. So I think Clemson, they're pretty proud of Alabama for themselves.
Well, I'll let you get rolling, man, before this rain gets in here. Roll Tide.
I appreciate you.
Well, I think we got time to talk to Quaker State Pro Matt Arey before the rain hits us. And obviously you're kind of in a little bit of a rush, but how was it today?
Hot, and then it got cool, and then it got hot again, and then it got cool again, and now we're fixing to get struck by lightning if we don't.
It sounds like South Carolina in August, sort of.
Absolutely. I was thankful today. Actually, it was really cool today. You know, the high I think got mid 80s, 85, 86 with a little breeze, and I remember plenty of days down here when it was 100, 105, no wind, and just the humidity, you know, just sky high, and yeah, thankfully it's going to be nice this week. I think actually the weather's going to be pretty decent for the Cup. So,
well, I want to talk to you because you fished a Cup here before, back whenever that was last time, 15, 14, somewhere in there.
14.
I can't remember. It's been a while. But how's the lake look now compared to then?
You know, the biggest differences I've seen is there's a lot more grass now, and there's several different types of grass. You know, this lake used to be dominated by grass back in the day. I mean, I'm talking 15, 20, 25 years ago. You had a lot of hydrilla throughout the lake, mainly in the lower third. You had a lot of giant stringers. They added a bunch of those big sterile giant grass carp. They ate it all out. Then they added the blueback. So this fishery has done a complete 360 on from what it used to be, and and the biggest differences I've seen since 14, though, to answer your question, is a lot of the bank grass. You know, the gator grass, the willow weed, what I call, some people call it canary grass. There seems to be a lot more of that. The water has definitely come down since pre-practice, so that is never a good thing for that shallow bite.
It's been up for a lot of the year, right?
It had, yeah. And I mean, we were at I think it's 358, 357 and a half, 358. I think 360 may be full pool, but 358 is ideal for shallow fishing in the summertime here. It's 357 and some change now, and it's still falling just a little bit each day. Hopefully, maybe we'll get a monsoon here in a little bit and dump 3 or 4 inches back in the lake. But yeah, I mean, a lot more grass, a lot more options in play shallow. It's just the water level that's kind of going to dictate how good it actually is going to be. So,
well, I know that last cup you fished shallow. I believe you made a top 20 in doing so. Was that kind of the same game plan this time? Did you look deep at all?
I have. I've done both. I spent probably 7 or 8 days down here in pre-practice. I only live a couple hours from here, so you know, there's going to be a lot of different factors that play into this tournament. And like last time, you know, guys say, well, Anthony won it on schooling fish, but he didn't just win it on schooling fish. He caught some brush pile fish. I think he caught a few shallow topwater fish. You know, you're going to have to mix it up. I don't think you can do the same thing every day and win this cup. It's going to be a junk fisherman's dream. You know, the guys that have 25 rods on the deck and like to go fish shallow for 10 minutes and go back out deep for 10 minutes and bounce everywhere in between. Maybe go fish a bridge, maybe go fish a deep brush pile, and then just really mix it up. It's going to cater to those guys that are extremely versatile and like to cover a lot of water.
Do you think, it seemed like the last time, well, even the last 2 cups here, a lot of the field that have done well, especially the top 10, it seems like they've been kind of confined to like the midsection of the lake or like lower portion with a wild card coming up the river. Do you think we will see guys spread out more this time?
I do. You know, last time we had, you're right in saying that I think the majority of the top 10 was probably mid-lake. A lot of key fish, though, there again, just because you saw it on TV or on one of our videos on FLW Fishing doesn't mean that's what that guy was doing the whole time. You know, a lot of guys get caught up thinking, well, Anthony was down there by the dam because that's where he was the last day when he won.
Yeah, brush piles up the river.
Exactly. I mean, guys were fishing from one end to the other. They were utilizing the whole lake, and that's what's exciting about this fishery this time of year, because it really spreads the field out.
Final thing before I let you go, 4 days of practice this year. Like it, don't like it, how do you feel about it?
I don't like it. I mean, you know, a lot of, pretty much everybody that I know spend a little bit of time down here in pre-practice. At this level, you know, giving these guys 4 days, it puts a lot of pressure on a lake that's already got plenty of pressure on it, so it definitely doesn't help things. You know, I'd like to see a 2-day practice. Honestly, I'd like to see a 2-day practice for tour events and the cup. Let's go out there and ride the lake the first day, try to figure a little something out the second day, and then go at it. So, but I've never been a big fan of long practices. You know, some of the guys love it. Just not a big fan of it myself. So.
Well, there you go, folks. You heard it from Matt Arey. I'm gonna let you go get some dinner and dodge a storm. Thanks.
Thank you, Kyle.